So these videos are not planned. I got 10 minutes to hang out with you and just chat and chill, really. So, how was your day? And how are you? You know? I hope everything is well. And I've asked every single mother that I met since I got pregnant, how do they do it? How do you have like a kid? Like, how do you survive? You know? And I never really got a response. Most women just say something really, really vague, like, oh, you know, just take it one day at a time, or just be easy on yourself, or, you know, just very, very vague. Like, people who are very close to me and people who, oh my gosh, I was getting my blood drawn, and I asked the nurse, like, you have 3 kids? Like, how did you do it? And I swear, like, no one gives me, like, a real response. Like, they don't say, this is how I did it. You know, it's kind of, like, very, very vague. And I feel like everyone was just in survival mode. And no one even remembers how they did it. PTSD, Mom Edition. Because no one remembers, I guess. Anyhow, I remember when I bought my second kid home. My eldest kid, Junie, she was going to turn 2 in like a few more months. And she was not having it. She was so jealous, and it was so hard on her. And she just was not used to it. And I think it was like 3 or 4 months where it kind of hit her that this baby is here to stay. So I used to look at, you could kind of Google it. It's kids singing, He Got the Whole World in His Hand. You Google it on YouTube. And you see these kids are singing that, you know, little Christian song. And at the very end, like the very last 3 seconds, one of the girls go over and they kiss the baby. And I saw the light bulb go off on Junie's head. Like, I saw it. Like, it just clicked to her. She was just like, oh, this is your purpose in life. Like, I saw that second. It just hit her. And she just, like, marched over to Ruby and just kissed her. She's like, this is your purpose. I sing, and then I kiss you at the end. And that was like their first bonding moment. And I was so proud and so happy, and just kind of like what I really wanted. I really wanted them to be really close and to kind of be on the same page with each other. You know, they're not going to exactly be on the same page, but I imagine like when they're older, they're in the same phases of life and they have someone their age to relate to and to be with. So I couldn't wait for them to start bonding. So last week, we decided that we're going to let them share a room together. And usually in the morning, they would each be in their room, and they would each wake up, and one of them would start crying, and the other one would hear the other one crying, and then they would wake up, and they would both be crying, and then I'll have to go into 2 separate rooms somehow, and kind of like get them all squared away for the day, you know? So we decided that maybe we should just put them in one room, because they both seem to want like me to be in the room with them at all times. And I figured, well, I gave you an older sister and I gave you a younger sister, so you should just have each other, you know, just figure it out. So anyhow, whatever. We put them in the same room, right? The first day they were like, okay. The second day they're like, okay, we're still doing this. But the third day, my husband and I woke up and we heard laughter. Just pure giggles and laughter, and we just thought, oh my gosh, finally, they're just like bonding, and they're just friends, and they're hanging out. And I was just like, And my husband's like, I gotta go, get up and go to work. And I'm like, I'm just gonna lay here until one of them starts crying because I know they're fine. I spoke too soon, right? But anywho, so my husband goes and he's walking by the room and I'm just in bliss. I'm just so happy. And all I hear is, oh my gosh, Joni, Ruby, where'd you get this? And I'm just like, what could they possibly do? Like, really, their room is so baby safe. Like, there's nothing in their room except their beds and a dresser. And my kid just goes in the dresser, she takes all of her clothes off, and then she tries to put them on, and like, that's what she does. So I just thought that that's what she did. She just took off all of her clothes from her dresser. No, she left the room because my kid is really tall. She's 2 years old, but she is in size 5 clothing because of her height. Yes, she's in 5T. And my husband is 6'5", so that explains it. When I go to parties and, you know, they say, the women always come up to me, they're like, oh my gosh, your kid is so tall. And I'm like, yeah, that's their dad. So I hope, yeah, if that doesn't explain it, it's like, what does? Anywho, she's tall. So baby gave Stones a chance, and she got through it, which we knew she could do, but she never does. She never leaves her room. But she went. She found that nail polish stack. She brought it into the room. She gave some to Ruby. So Ruby had her stash, and Junie had her stash, and they were just going hard. Playing with nail polish, smearing it everywhere, painting it everywhere. Yeah, they were having a great time. And I'm like, I hope these bonding moments don't lead me just to keep cleaning. Like, how do you guys do it? If you are a YouTuber and you know how to like survive having like 2 kids, and people have more than 2 kids, I don't know how they do it. I feel like I would be a pro though after these 2, because these 2 are very demanding. But if you're a YouTuber and you know the secret, girl, you better tell me. You tag me and you tell me. I want to know. I will pay to know. And my husband, he wants more. He's like, yeah, just brace yourself for this one. He was like, biblically, you know, the females don't really count, you know. It's all about the sons. And I'm like, biblically, the women will be given handmaids. So if you want a son, you better give me a handmaid. And what I mean by a handmaid is that I want someone to come in my house once a month and clean my kitchen. Like clean the oven, clean the fridge, you know, like really clean it. Like bleach everything and bleach my entire bathroom. Gosh, that would be so nice. I love bleach. Just destroy all the germs. Thank you so much for hanging out and chilling with me again. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a really, really good day. Peace.